Hello everyone, another anime talk with Nemesis, and this time Akame Ga Kill. I really enjoyed the show, except the end, the ending part. They rushed it too quick, and it's very different from the manga. There's a lot of stuff that this anime didn't adapt to the manga too much. I thought that was completely weird. They should have had a second season for this show. But you know how anime sometimes works. They sometimes rush through everything to catch up with the manga, if not finish it before the manga, which is pretty bad. Finishing an anime before the manga can be really bad. Or they will they will create their own ending. The anime people, the animators and stuff like that. But the ending to the show was completely bad, especially because you have your main character who is Tatsumi, you know, the village boy that you get introduced first in the show, and you might think that this guy's gonna make it through the show alive, which is funny because the show is called Akame Ga Kill, not Tatsumi Ga Kill. The show is named right after Akame, who is, I guess, the other main character, secondary main character, who is a part of the assassination group called Night Raid, and she's a young girl who kicks lots of ass, and she uses one of those weapons that the show um shows. I'm trying to find out the I believe one of weapons her weapon is called the Urasame, which is one cut killer. I believe that's the translation. Which is basically a katana. With one little cut can be an instant kill for you because it has a deadly poison in the katana. And so this happens at the end where she confronts the main antagonist as Death, who is a big jugged girl who has a thing for Tatsumi, which is weird. And that's the final battle in this show, which a lot of people didn't like. I actually thought Tatsumi and Akame were gonna team up to fight her, but it did not happen, which is really odd. Um, One thing that it was really bad was how many of the characters died so quick. Like, I remember when they introduced Susano or I don't know how you pronounce his name, Susano. I'll go with Susano. And you have Chelsea. They're both introduced. This is like later on the show, like in the middle of it, and they both die. Chelsea's death was really surprising, shocking, because I believe like one episode she's introduced, the next two episodes she's dead. So I thought that was pretty weird, pretty rushed, but you know that's how it is. And then spoiler alert, they all die except Akame and Najenda. Who Najenda is the main leader of Night Raid, who are rebels against the capital, which because the capital, the um big town, is really corrupted. They kill innocent people and shit like that. Basically, they like to kill poor people and shit like that. People from the ghetto, which is the story is really how you call it? It's really genetic. I believe that's the word I'm looking for. Or it's it's really repetitious. You see this kind of story in other shows as well, like in Code Geass, similar type. You know how they're trying to kill the poor, the third class, and first class is the nobles and the kings and queens and stuff like that. And so Tatsumi being the swordsman and main hero, you may think that he will be the one on top at the end, which he didn't. He died in the second to last episode, and I was pretty shocked that Tatsumi died, and then Akame finished the job by killing Steph, which wasn't a good fight either. It was very rushed. One episode on the last episode, 24 episodes, I believe. Was it 24 episodes? Yes, it was 24 episodes. Um, there's also mine, who is my favorite character, the pink hair girl, who is a genius sniper. Each time where her sniper, each time she gets hit, like, so basically it's like a counter, like the more um the more pain she has, the more power her Tegu, that's the name of the weapon, and it's called a Roman artillery pumpkin. Her pumpkin like shoots off spirit energy, and it's a very cool weapon to have. And she dies, and has a thing for Tatsumi, which that's the only romance part of the show. It's Tatsumi and mine together, but it doesn't last very long in the anime. Um, she dies very quick. Not very quick, but she dies in the third to last episode, I believe. And then the next episode, Tatsumi dies. And it was pretty sad when Mine kissed Tatsumi before dying. It was the only saddest moment on the show. So thumbs up for Mine. Mine. But in the manga, which is really interesting, she confesses her feelings to Tatsumi and they start a relationship. However, not in the anime. She confesses her feelings like right before she dies by kissing him at the end. In the manga, they started a relationship. So, I'm not really sure if the manga has ended. So anybody who reads the manga could tell me. Oh, it's still ongoing. I don't read the manga too much. I read glimpse, like little parts of it. I wanted to see the relationship that Tetsume and mine had, which was really interesting. And the manga is much more violent than the anime. Like how they torture Lubba, who is another Night Raid member. Lubbock. The way they torture him is just insane. I think they torture him by correct me if I'm wrong, but they use I believe they use some of those electric shit, or they electrocute your nuts. Like they were torturing his balls, I think. I could be wrong. Like I believe that's what happened. But all I know is that they torture Lubbock like crazy. So the first person who actually dies in the anime was um Shield. Shiri, yeah, the girl with the purple hair. I cannot pronounce her name. I'm going with instinct. Shield. Could be wrong. Very caring and sweet person, but she actually died very quick. The first one to die. I believe it was like the fifth episode. She had her own episode right before her death. So yeah, it was pretty rushed. The main antagonist is the Empire, who rule the capital. The Emperor, who is a y- young boy, I believe, and he's influenced by the Prime Minister, who is mainly the main villain of the show, who I fucking hate, and an idiotic and corrupt politician. So it's more of politics and corruption. That's what they're trying to tell you in this show. So it's pretty straightforward. It's not hard to understand, which is a good thing. Sometimes when it comes to capital, um, when it comes to politics and it it gets boring. Luckily in this show, it doesn't revolve too much on it. Well, it does, but it's not like you see the emperor guys talking and talking about how of the politics and all that shit. It's very easy to understand for all ages, I believe. What I love about the show is the action, the blood, and all that gore. It's really cool and all that. Yeah, that's the only thing that's interesting about the show is the action and the cool ass weapons that they have, which I enjoyed. I enjoy the most the Akame's katana. Even though it's very simple, it's very deadly. I like those kind of weapons where it's very simple. Like it's just a simple gun or a sword, but it does a lot of damage. Kind of like the Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts. It looks simple, very creative, and um, what am I missing? Currently it's subbed, so it's licensed by Sentai, I believe. Sentai Filmworks. Yes, they are licensed by Sentai in the United States. So we might see a English dub. I'm assuming they will because it's a bit popular. And yeah, though I think that I'm gonna fuck up the dub, especially Sentai. They usually fuck it up. Other time they nail it right. So I don't have high hopes for the dub since it's Sentai Filmworks. Usually they put the same voice actors over and over. Funimation has gave opportunity to new incoming voice actors, so that's a good thing. So that's pretty much it for Akame Ga Kill. The gore and all that shit was really good. Act Great action. Uh, Sometimes, and I gave this show a 6 out of 10, mainly because of the ending. The ending was not so great. Could have done better, in my opinion. It was very rushed and um I keep saying a lot. Forgive me. And that's pretty much it. The ending was bad. The animation was It wasn't beautiful. It was just standard. So it was an okay show. 6 out of 10. So hope you guys like the video. Comment about Akame Ga Kill, and I will see you in another anime talk. So goodbye.